What up, boys, and welcome back to yet another video. So for those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you're probably aware of this new YouTube series that I'm doing, which is basically the Gigalack, where I force all my viewers to do the exact same farm. Everything happens live on stream and everyone can join in, and we see how much gold we make and like what cool items we can get when we're this many people doing it. And the reason why it's called the Gigalack is because we're using this add-on called Loot Appraiser Challenge, which pretty much tracks all the items that everyone picks up, and whoever picks up the most items, well, with the highest value wins. Basically, whoever can farm the most gold wins. And the cool thing about this is that it doesn't matter if you play EU or NA or even on the Oceanic realms, and it doesn't matter if you play Alliance or Horde. Absolutely everyone can join in. And I do these challenges every single time when I live stream, but every Saturday we do this Gigalack where everyone joins in, everyone has to do the same farm, and we see if we can get cool shit. And we've had a lot of mixed results, because the idea behind this series is basically to show people how RNG dependent Transmog Farms is. And we did like Uldaman and Scarlet Monastery and a bunch of these farms that can give you super items. And we did get super items because we had a lot of people doing them. But then we had an example like last week where we did Iron Docks and we had over 70 gold farmers running Iron Docks, and we did not get any of the high value items. So that was over 700 runs done in 1 hour and no single high ticket item whatsoever. So in today's farm, we're doing LBRS. But before we dive more into that, big thank you to every single one of you guys that has picked up a copy of the 0 to 10 million gold guide. It makes me so happy that you guys are enjoying all of the updates that I'm doing to the gold guide and just liking the product by itself. So big thank you to every single one of you guys. And if you haven't picked it up yet, make sure to use the discount code Dragonflight with a link down below in the description. But the reason why you want to do something like LBRS is because mainly the world drop loot table. Like, you're going to get stuff like the Skullflame Shield. There's a high probability of getting Skullflame Shield. You're going to get stuff like Destiny, the sword. You'll get like the Cloud Keeper leg plates can drop inside of LBRS. And then you have some dungeon-specific items like the Arcanite Champion, the plan for Arcanite Champion, which is also relatively decent, alongside with a bunch of other loot that's worth mentioning. However, the big ticket items are definitely going to be Cloudkeeper leg plates, Skullflame Shield, and Arcanite Champion. And then there's also a bunch of like recipes in general that can drop from the mobs that tends to be decent. Now, on this one, we had a lot of people. I'm going to show you guys a clip from my live stream. Like, this right here is caught like an image from my live stream. And we have a lot of people in on this one. I think we had like 70 or 80 people or something like that. I'm probably going to show that. Yeah, like 60 people now, and then more people constantly join in all the time. And we see someone getting the Mooncloth vest like right off the bat with a value of 111,000 gold. Now, do keep in mind that some people on this list are going to be playing on NA, some people on Oceanic realms, and some people on EU realms. So if you play on NA, you're going to have a higher market value than any item on EU. So you could see like 2 people getting the same item, but they are going to be listed with a different value on the add-on. And that is because they play in a different region, and the prices that pop up on this add-on is the average price in your region. So just if you have any questions about that, because that's going to happen in this one. Now, the runs are relatively smooth, relatively easy to do. However, it's a fairly long dungeon. So if you do it on a toon that doesn't have a lot of mobility, like a Druid, or even do it without a speed set, you're going to struggle to do 10 full runs in 1 hour. Now, you can see what I was talking about like recipes in general. You're getting the Radiant Circlets, the Arcanite Reaper, which is also dungeon specific. And we've actually been getting a lot of epic items like this far, but you can only see the Dwarven Hand Cannon because the other ones have a very low market value. So basically, people are getting epics, but they're not getting the good epics, right? And there's a bunch of epics you can get in this dungeon that aren't really that great. But so far in, 50 minutes into the farm, and we're not really sitting on anything to jump out of joy for. The only people having a good time right now are the clowns donating this music to my live stream right here. But it's going to pick itself up like in a little bit right here. You can see Orb of Deception. You could barely see that drop before Arcanite Champion took the first place as the most valuable item. So that is a 200,000 gold Arcanite Champion blacksmithing plan that can only drop from the last boss in LBRS. So it's good that we got one of the bigger ticket items from LBRS. But so far, nobody has received the Skullflame Shield, the Destiny, the Cloudkeeper, or anything. But like, if we fast forward a little bit to when there's like 7 minutes left of the farm, you can see that we have another Arcanite Champion, this time higher valued because it was someone on the NA that obtained it. We also got the Cloudkeeper leg plates and the Destiny Sword together with Moocloth vest, which is still up there. But we did not get a Skullflame Shield. So, like, across the board, we pretty much got every single item that you would possibly want from the place, besides from Skullflame Shield. However, with this many people doing it, this many runs, we did get a low amount of loot. So once again, RNG got the best of us. It didn't treat us well at all, because I recently did loot from 100 runs of LBRS. Not the most recent video, but the 100 runs before that. And I managed to get Arcanite Champion and double Skullflame Shield in just 100 runs, and we just knocked out like 700-800 runs in 1 hour, and I got better loot than all of these runs. So RNG is still absolutely massive. Now, I got some really cool ideas on what we're going to do in the future for these Gigalax, both open world and some dungeons that I really want to do. And by popular request, we're also going to redo a lot of dungeons, just to show you guys the difference, right? Because let's say we did Uldaman and we got a super item. What if we do Uldaman again? Will we be able to get multiple super items or no super items? And especially that the dungeons that did extremely badly, like Iron Dogs, like, we're going to have to run that again. And just to show you guys that it's RNG. The next 100 runs, or the next 700-800 runs of Iron Dogs that we do in a Gigalax might give us insane results. You never know with these kind of things, and that is the whole purpose of these videos. Of course, it's cool that you guys, at least the people joining in on these runs live, think that is a lot of fun. And there's a bunch of people that come from YouTube to my live stream on Saturdays just to join in for the Gigalax. So if you want to do that as well, there's room enough for absolutely everyone. So make sure to join my live stream. Make sure to check out the 0 to 10 million gold guide, 50% off using discount code Dragonflight. Linked in the description together with the link of my live stream. And that is pretty much it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all back in at tomorrow's video. But until then, bye-bye.